Welcome back to Impossibly Unremarkable, a podcast hosted by myself, Jonathon Butts, and my longtime friend, co-host, and Beaver, Elliott Markson.
That's right. We're back for another episode of this podcast. And today, we're just two regular men, except one of us is a father, and the other has erectile dysfunction. Isn't that right?
No. It's not right.
I didn't say which one was which.
You're right.
I didn't name us.
Any of us could be the father.
I didn't say.
Any of us could be the father.
Yeah. Either of us could be a father.
Millions of men suffer from fatherhood every year.
Every year. Happens all the time.
And you just hate to see it.
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
I'm in an okay mood.
Oh, just okay.
Just okay.
Why just okay?
Yesterday was a really good day.
Yeah?
It was
happened?
My mom's birthday.
Happy birthday, Debbie.
But more importantly, Joe Mauer,
Oh.
on the first ballot he's ever appeared on,
Yeah.
was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame.
Oh, I thought you were going to say office. Like some sort of office he was elected.
No.
It's like, how did I miss that?
No.
How did I miss Joe Mauer getting elected?
I'm assuming like the first ballot thing is a thing in the NFL too, right? Like
Yeah, like a first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Bigger deal. But yeah, he was elected just by 4 votes,
Cool.
which is kind of stupid. So, like the month leading up to the results, some people will, I think there's like 400 some writers that all vote, but some of them will release their votes beforehand and publicly. And he was at like 83% after like half of the people came forward. And he needed 75%.
Nice.
And then he dropped it to like 76% because of all these cowards hiding behind an anonymous ballot.
Why wouldn't he get put in? Isn't he like, he's regarded as...
One of the greatest catchers of all time?
Yeah.
3 batting titles?
Yeah.
An MVP?
Exactly.
Career 300 plus
How do you not put that guy in some sort of...
I mean, the main critique is he, a lot of his career...
Too white.
That's not a problem.
I mean, he had sideburns for the longest time. That's the whitest shit I've ever seen.
Don't you fucking disrespect him. He's more important to me than you'll ever be. No, but
That's good to
seriously,
know.
don't say that shit, man.
Okay.
Don't say that shit.
All right. Does he still have the sideburns?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But I was just really happy. He's like a childhood hero to me.
Yeah.
And to see him get to be honored in that way and be enshrined among, the best. He's only the 3rd catcher ever to be
crazy.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Wow.
And catching, catchers usually suck at hitting, so
Yeah.
that's why he was so good at what he did. But
Well, good for Joe.
Did you know that he was the number 1 high school football player?
You're kidding.
Yeah.
This guy who became a professional athlete was good at sports?
He was good at
You
everything.
are shitting me.
He was good at everything. I feel like nowadays people are, not that I was an athlete, but I feel like people kind of fixate on a specific sport.
It's true.
But he was like all-state in basketball. He was like the Gatorade football player of the year.
Yeah, I feel like you don't see that as much anymore. Maybe maybe I don't have my finger on the pulse of high school sports, but I feel like at least when we were kids, people specialize. People like to be like, this is my sport. Like kids go to special schools to be raised and only play a single sport so they can go pro in that sport. You don't see multi-sport athletes where they're just crushing it in basketball, in football, in baseball, in croquet, in tennis, in table tennis. They're not out there doing all the sports. They're only doing one.
Why do people call it table tennis? Why don't they just use
Because it's like tennis, but there's a table.
Oh, they just call it.
Are you stupid?
Ping pong.
Do I have to explain other things to you?
Ping pong.
The sky's blue. The clouds, they carry rain and they drop it on us. It's called precipitation.
Thank you. You so smart. Me so dumb.
Yeah.
Ping pong's a funny.
Ping pong.
That's funny, right?
Yeah, like why do they call it ping pong?
I think
That's a better question.
I think it's just based on the sounds.
Who came up with that? Ping pong. Ping pong. Like what? What?
We have our writers looking that up right now.
Yeah, why is it called ping pong? We've got our producer on it.
Our producer says because of the sound. Ping pong. But besides Joe getting elected, my mama...
Oh, she gave a thumbs up. I think that's really it.
Based on
It's literally the sound that it makes. You got to be kidding me. Some white dude came up with that. Some loser.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
In fact,
do.
that was a very...
I literally do know that.
You,
For a fact.
I don't believe you.
That's what it is.
Shit, I don't get
You know, the Swedes are pretty good at table tennis.
They are?
Jan-Ove Waldner. I did a report on him once. He's incredible. You should look up his highlights. He's crazy. Jan-Ove Waldner. I think he's Swedish or Norwegian. One of those.
Okay, so you didn't know.
He's from one of those countries. They're all the same.
Oh, I'm sorry, people. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to put my final answer in that it's Swedish. Jan-Ove Waldner.
All
I
right.
did that for like a report for like, so in this class in high school, it was called Sports and Society. It was one of those classes that you take to get an easy A. And obviously I took it because it was my senior year and I don't think I didn't have a lot going on. I didn't have classes that I needed to take, so I took it for fun. And there was an assignment where every person picked like an athlete, and we created a tournament. So there was a bracket. You would present a PowerPoint on your athlete, why they should beat this other athlete that you're pinned up against in the tournament style. And then if people vote for you, you moved on in the tournament. So I took this as an opportunity to take it as a joke and make fun of, the whole thing because I thought it was stupid. I thought the class was dumb. I didn't like the teacher. So I said, fuck your assignment. I'm going to do something stupid. So I created a very detailed and amazing presentation about Jan-Ove Waldner, a professional ping pong player, and I lost to Sidney Crosby.
That's crazy.
Isn't that some bullshit?
It's crazy that you lost to like a recognizable high-profile athlete.
Yeah, well, if I had an international audience, maybe I would have won.
Maybe. Probably not.
Swedish. Confirmed. Swedish.
I can look off to the side and just yell, Albanian, and then the audience has to believe.
Emily confirmed. It's Swedish. She's from Sweden.
Did I send you the article I meant to send you?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Probably.
But sometimes...
Was it the...
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. It's bizarre news. Don't...
Dude, what? This can't be right.
You're going to say some shit.
Never mind. Forget it.
Yeah, not much else going on, to be quite honest.
The biggest thing that happened to you this week was Joe Mauer got voted into the Hall of Fame.
And my mom...
And your mom's birthday, which
having a
we just
birthday.
glossed over.
Well, what do you want me to say about
Well,
it?
did you do something for your mom's birthday?
Yeah, we went out to dinner.
Where'd you go?
This place called Bode Grays in Waconia.
I don't know what that is.
It's above the speakeasy that's there. It's
Been there a long
Italian food,
time.
and we got focaccia bread for an app.
Sweet.
Ballin had this amazing pesto butter that you could dip it
I
in.
love pesto.
And then I got some pasta. Emily got some pasta. My mama got a pizza. We got some zerts.
Zerts.
It was a good time.
You know it's a good time when you're getting zerts.
It was like $12 for my pasta.
Really?
That's a really good
affordable.
deal. Very affordable.
Wow, you took your mom to a restaurant where you can get a $12 pasta.
But they also had
Congrats,
like a
brother.
$60 steak, so
There you go.
I didn't get that.
Whatever
though.
you want. You can get whatever you want.
Yeah.
$12 pasta, $6 steak.
$8 focaccia bread with pesto butter. You just can't. I'm eating there every night.
Okay.
Carb City, baby.
Loading up.
I'm trying to get bigger,
Yeah, trying to bulk up. I get that.
I'm actually trying to slim down as much as possible.
Oh. I'm on creatine again.
You are?
Yeah. I used to
I can tell.
be on it all the time.
You're a lot more aggressive when you're on the team.
Well, that's the steroids. The creatine doesn't make you aggressive.
Yeah, Elliott's been on bovine growth hormones.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I actually, I heard that ketamine can actually help you
Did you like my moo sound?
grow muscles. So I'm in a deep K-hole right now.
Did you like my moo?
Yeah, I loved it.
Give it. I want to hear your moo.
That was good. You can't tell me that was not good.
That was better than mine.
If you just heard that, you'd be like, why do they have a cow on the podcast? How is that good audio content just having some animal in the room? How'd they get that into his apartment?
There's some people that would listen to just an ASMR, but farm
And
animals.
now, Jonathan will milk the cow.
Yeah, I don't know. You're really good at all these dirty animal sounds.
Yeah, I know my stuff.
How about
Name an animal.
Horse giving birth.
That wasn't as good. But to be fair, I haven't actually witnessed that. So I don't know what the sound would be.
You're right. That was better.
Yo, baby horses can't stand right away.
Yeah? Can you stand right away? What a stupid fucking comment.
What do you mean?
Oh, a newborn can't do this normal thing.
Did you know the lifespan of a starfish is about 35 years?
That I didn't know.
That's crazy, isn't it? Starfish are just out in the ocean for 35 years.
I don't think they have.
There's a starfish out in the ocean older than you right now.
Do they have like natural predators? I think they just kind of
Yeah.
lounge around.
Gulls and otters.
Are you doing the thing where you're just like saying shit and I'm gonna?
No,
just
that's true. You can Google that.
Let me
You
guess.
can ask the Goog.
When you were in high school, you had a sea creatures class.
No, that I
You
just
took-
know.
You took senior year.
I just love animals, so I just look up certain animals and gain information and knowledge on them.
You know what my senior year blow-off class was?
What?
And it was a requirement because I didn't take it freshman year with everyone else. It was I can't remember. It was like computer processing. It was like it was a class where
The
you
computer
learned,
class.
the class where you learned to type. I was like, shit, I got
You
this.
took that senior year.
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing.
It was me. Honestly, it was probably my favorite class aside from like AP.
Weren't you
Gov.
just with a bunch of freshmen, or was there like
I
another
was
senior
with,
who was
I
like?
was with two other seniors,
Okay, so there was other people doing
Yeah.
the same thing.
so it was fun. But it was like a bunch of children and then us, and like I'm so good at typing. I'm a very good
Yeah.
typist.
So you blew those 15-year-olds away.
I don't know that I would use that terminology, but I finished my assignments promptly, and had time to goof off.
Nice, dude.
I want to know what the name of that class was. What a
Probably
stupid
typing. Probably
what a-
like computers.
What a stupid class.
Welcome to Computers 101.
Do you remember in middle school when we used type to learn?
Yeah.
God, I want to do that again.
Do you remember that teacher?
I do.
R.I.P.
Older than computers herself?
Yeah.
R.I.P. I mean,
I don't know. She could be alive. I just assume she's not. She was in her 60s when we were there. Was that 20 years ago? Almost.
no, not almost.
Going on 20.
Were you like 6 or 7 years old?
I was in the advanced typing
in
class.
middle school.
They actually pulled me up in third grade to type with the fifth graders.
Yeah, he was a regular young
They
Sheldon.
just saw my little fingers moving, and they said, this kid needs to type.
This kid's got great fingers.
Yep. And that reputation followed me all the way to high school,
Yeah, yeah.
where I aced my programming class.
That's why we're such good friends. Because
That's where it blossomed.
he's got such good fingers.
Dude, that guy's got mad fingers.
Doesn't
bro.
really come through on video, and it certainly doesn't come through
No.
on audio. But
If you're watching on YouTube, you can take a gander at these
We'll,
these little puppies, but
set up
unfortunately,
a-
if you're on audio, you can't.
we'll set up a meet and greet.
But you can use your imagination.
Meet and greet, so you can
Patreon.
$15 a month for pictures of Elliott's hands.
Yeah,
Honestly, not a bad revenue.
not a bad deal.
All right, what'd you do this week? And it has to be better than what I did because you talked shit.
I didn't do anything this week. This
Your
week,
childhood hero didn't get elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame?
no, I don't have childhood heroes.
All right.
I'm just kidding. Wesley started crawling, so that's cool. Not like fully, like he's not like totally like moving all the way around everywhere, but he can like take a few steps and then he gets tired. So I'm thinking by next week he's going to be running circles.
Why didn't you
around.
tell me that?
Didn't we send you a video?
You sent me a video of you holding up while he was, like you were holding him up.
Oh, we didn't send you the crawling video.
Not to my
I'll
knowledge.
have to show it to you. I mean,
I
he
feel like
can move. He just can't fully like. He's basically figuring it out, but he's made a lot of progress in the last week.
Is he ahead, behind, on schedule? I don't have a frame of reference for when kids walk.
It
or
kind of
crawl.
depends. Crawling, like I've seen kids who are like 7 months old that are already crawling, but then they also say like some kids don't crawl till like 12 months. So it's like he's kind of average right now, probably.
Oh my
Like
god,
a 7-month-old kid would probably be ahead of the curve.
he's going to be in a year old very quickly.
I know he's 9 months.
That's insane.
He'll be 10 months on Valentine's Day.
Oh my lord,
Yeah,
time flies.
I know.
Did you know human babies can't walk when they're born?
Yeah, I learned that pretty quick.
I actually did. I came out like doing a little routine.
Oh, you did. You were walking.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's makes sense why your
I
legs are
very-
so
I was
strong now.
much smaller though, so I had to be able to fit when I kind of danced out of there.
What?
Da-da.
Danced out of where?
My mom's tummy.
Okay.
I was a C-section.
See that makes sense.
Yeah.
So they just cut her open and you just started
Ba-da-da.
doing the Millie Rock out coming out her. Millie Rock.
No, the umbilical cord was tangled around my neck.
Dude, I think I was too. Well, I was a C-section as well.
Yeah,
I also had the umbilical cord tangled.
it's pretty common.
My parents told me that I was doing somersaults. I don't believe it. I think I wrapped it around there on purpose.
Is that true?
That I was doing somersaults? I don't know.
That it was wrapped around you?
Yeah, I was wrapped around my neck.
I actually chewed clean through mine.
You chewed it
Yeah,
with no teeth.
I came out with 2 buck teeth.
Smile.
No,
Smile.
I don't want to.
Come on.
I really don't want to.
Just give me a smile. Oh, I can see them. Yeah, those things are big. No wonder.
No wonder.
Strong, too. Strong pair of chompers.
Why are you? What else did you? I don't. So Wesley, he's
crawling. He's well on his way. He's made a lot of progress. He can actually move himself, which is pretty impressive. He's amazing. He also is getting his 6th tooth, so he's chomping away all the time. He also claps now. He can clap. Before you used to have to show him so he could get it. Now you just say clap. He could do it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. He's progressing exponentially at this point.
I like how you treat it. Sounds like it's a command. Clap.
Clap. No, it's more like, can you clap? That's my baby. Can you clap?
See, that's why I can't be a father. My tone would be clap.
Can you clap? Can you show me how to clap? That's what you got to talk to him like that.
Is that your dad voice?
Yeah. Hi. Hey, sweetie.
It's so.
How are you? Did you have a good day? You are so handsome.
Can you talk to me like that from now on?
Yeah, I can.
Thank you.
I
need it.
I don't think I want to though. I think it would affect our friendship.
Why?
It would make you view me as a father figure.
So
and I don't want that. It's too much responsibility.
Maybe
I have one kid already. I don't need 2.
I not only want it, but I need it.
Sorry, I was thinking about that from a selfish perspective. I wasn't thinking about you.
All right, I'll drop it. As long as you swaddle me.
What?
Swaddle me.
I did not think you said swaddle me.
What else could I have said?
I don't know.
I have a king size.
I'm not going to swaddle you.
King size bed sheet. I'm ready to
Just
be swaddled.
burrito you up.
Yeah.
Be hard to do on an adult.
Why?
Because they're so big.
The
Babies
physics are the
small.
same. The physics are the same.
No, because you also would have to be like a baby and fight it. You know?
I can fight
You're
it.
going to fight it. So then that's like, I got to fight you too then. Get you in there. Pin your arms down.
Just give me like 10 Benadryl. I won't put up a fight.
Oh, boy.
Anything else you'd like to share?
Oh, what else did I do this week? It's a good question. I feel like I should really think about it before I come live, you know? I don't know if I did anything. Although I am looking forward to this weekend because me and Megan we got an Airbnb. Did I talk about this already? I feel like I did, but then I got sick.
You mentioned it last
Yeah, so we had to
week.
Reschedule because we all got
2
sick.
weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah, we all got sick, so we had to reschedule the Airbnb. So now we're doing it this weekend.
Any fee associated with that change?
I think there was like $30 to change it.
Oh, criminal.
Which sucks.
That sucks.
Because the other thing that pissed me off a little bit was, like, the Airbnb host made it sound like there wasn't going to be a fee. They're like, oh, you could just change the day. That's totally fine. Blah, blah, blah. And then I request to change the day. They approve the request, and then I get a charge. They didn't tell me there was going to be a charge. Maybe it's in the fine print. Maybe I should already know that. Maybe it's common knowledge for Airbnb people. But me, I didn't know.
Airbnb hosts, like, a lot of them are like nice people, but
Yeah.
man, they fuck you over every chance they get.
Yeah. But here's the thing. If you tell them you're bringing a baby, they're super nice to you. They love kids. Airbnb hosts love kids.
Interesting.
Love them. Never had such a pleasant conversation with an Airbnb host. Ever since I mentioned I was bringing my child. They love it.
Well, I've been looking, and you've been looking at a ton of Airbnbs for
for your bachelor party.
the old bachelor party, and there's just like you'll find one that's awesome, and then it'll have just this fucking stupid rule.
Why are there so many rules? Like no parties, specifically no bachelor or bachelorette
Like,
parties.
What?
It's like, what do you want us to do in your isolated cabin? Sit and stare at the lake?
the ones that
Obviously, people are going to be partying, quote unquote.
the ones that are crazy to me is when it's like an isolated home or cabin,
Yeah.
and there's still quiet hours. Why?
Why?
Who is this for?
The bears?
Is it just like
The deer?
we want you to get plenty of sleep? Is that it?
I guess they want you to be well rested.
It's stupid.
Yeah, what are the quiet hours for these places that have no neighbors for miles? Like unless you're going outside screaming into the heavens, which I guess is a possibility. But you're not going to be waking anybody up or disturbing anybody's night.
I remember when we were looking for your bachelor party, and we found this dope spot,
Yeah.
and it seemed so great, and then it had specific. I guess I don't know if I think there's some ordinance in Las Vegas having to do with sound, like volume.
Yeah.
And this Airbnb, like outdoors and indoors, literally had. I don't know what the term is, but they had a system set up to measure the volume of the people, and they're like, "We'll contact the authorities if it goes over a certain number." Like, are you kidding me? You're gonna monitor us like with cameras and the audio recording, and you're gonna know exactly how loud we are at all times.
I mean, I feel like a lot of that is because we were looking in Vegas, and I am glad in hindsight that we didn't do Vegas because that would have been. That's not really me.
I mean, it is,
and
it's party Elliott. There's two. You got to know. There's two sides of Elliott.
Yeah.
You got party Elliott.
Yeah.
He goes hard in the paint.
Hard in the paint.
You got pussy Elliott.
Oh.
He's sitting over there right now.
Alter egos. Two of them.
Two sides of the same coin.
Two sides of the same coin.
I
Flip
got
it. Which one are you going to get?
I
Who
got
knows?
two sides.
What?
I got Jonathon.
And erectile dysfunction, Jonathan.
That's Jeremy. This is the other
Who's Jeremy?
Jeremy.
What are the traits of Jeremy?
Grumpy.
Are you Jeremy most of the time then? Or?
I'm mostly Jeremy.
I'm mostly Jeremy, yeah. That is a grumpy person's name, I feel like.
Jeremy.
You ever met a Jeremy that's jolly? Jolly Jeremy? Never met one.
I've met one Jeremy in my life.
Really?
Yes.
How were they?
Fine.
Fine.
Have you ever seen Therapy Gecko?
I've seen him.
If you're not familiar with Therapy Gecko, it's this dude who takes calls from people and talks to them, but he's dressed up as a giant gecko.
Yes. And
my all-time favorite call was this guy calling in. He's like, "Hi, Geck. My name is Tanner, and I just feel like I'm a little too old to be named Tanner." and the gecko's like, "That's right. 27 is a bit too old to be named Tanner."
It's true.
And the guy's like, "Well, I just don't like it because, I don't really have any nicknames. Like, I don't want to be called like Tan or anything like."
Ner.
And the gecko's like, "Well, you're old enough. You can change your name.
It's true.
That's within your power." And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, what would you choose?" And the guy's like, "Michael."
Of all names.
You can go by Mike or Mikey.
You want to be a generic Michael. I'd rather be a Tanner.
I would too.
Yeah.
But still, it's a very
easily
childish name.
What would you change your name to if you could?
If I could?
If it wasn't Jonathan, don't say Jeremy, please.
I like James. I'm impartial to J names because I've spent so much time.
I feel like we've
them.
talked about this. You've said James.
Yeah.
You've said James. Yeah, because I said like Gunflint or something.
You did.
Because that'd be sick.
That would be sick.
Thundercat.
Thundercat? $10 says you don't
Tupac.
change your name to that. Tupac? I don't know that you can do that one.
Probably not. That's in
you
poor
probably
taste.
could.
Right? That's in poor taste.
That is important.
I shouldn't do that. That's messed up. Messed up. I apologize. And in fact, I'm going to record an apology podcast after this.
I'm changing my name to Suge Knight.
Oh, man.
All right, is it recommendation time?
Wreck of the week.
I got a good one.
Hit me with it.
So one of the things we did this weekend was we watched a movie with our dear friends Benjamin
Yep.
and Hanneman.
Yeah.
And we watched the movie on Hulu. It's a new release.
Hulu.
It's called Self-Reliance. It's starring Jake Johnson.
Yeah.
Anna Kendrick.
Of New Girl fame.
Of New Girl fame. Anna Kendrick
Of Pitch Perfect.
fame.
Fame.
Biff Whiff.
Homeless?
Fuck you,
Homeless fame?
man. No.
Who's Biff Whiff?
You know who Biff Whiff is.
I
We
don't
talked
know.
about
You've
this.
talked about it. I still don't know who he is.
He's awesome, and I think you should leave. He's also in different sitcoms.
You think I should leave?
I think
You want
should,
me to walk out this door right now?
I think you should leave.
You do?
Yeah.
Because I don't know who Biff Whiff is.
Not the TV show.
You're off your rocker.
I'm Jeremy.
You think I need to leave?
I'm Jeremy. But it's got a fairly big notable cast. But the premise of the movie is Jake Johnson is a guy who he's like still reeling from a breakup. I think he was in like a 20-some year relationship and then it ended. Yeah.
It's a lot of years.
And so he's stuck in a rut. And one day he gets asked to participate in a dark web TV show in which he's hunted like to the death for 30 days. And if he survives the 30 days, he gets a cash prize. And so in order to shake
how much
up
cash?
$1 million.
That's it.
In order to shake up
He only gets $1 million.
in order to shake up his life, he agrees to do it. Because there's one catch to the rules, and it's that you cannot be killed while you're with people.
Oh.
So he sees it as an opportunity to get closer to people.
Yeah.
And it's very good. It's very funny. I love Jake Johnson.
I do too.
Huge JJ fan. So
Big Jake Johnson guy.
it's on Hulu. Watch it. Don't watch it. I'm not your father yet, but highly recommend it. It's just a good comedy.
I've heard good things.
A little bit of thriller. Just
Yeah.
a little bit. It's got like a teensy bit of horror overtones, but
Okay.
it's mostly undercut by some just quality comedy.
I like a good comedy, personally.
I also love Anna Kendrick.
I do too. Big Anna Kendrick fan over here. You ever seen her in 50-50, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt
And Seth
and
Rogen.
Seth Rogen?
I have.
She's great in that.
We might have watched that together.
Maybe.
We might.
I think I have it on DVD, which I have a DVD collection, which I haven't touched in years. I have about 75 DVDs in my home that haven't been touched.
mostly home movies.
Right. I mean, but there's at least a dozen that aren't. And those ones I have not popped in the old player for a while. But yeah, Self-Reliance sounds good.
Self-Reliance. Watch it.
I
What
want to.
doth you recommend?
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to give you my
Produced by
thoughts.
the Lonely Island Boys.
In fact, not a big fan.
Really?
Didn't like him. T-Pain carried on I'm on a boat.
There's so much more than I'm on. a boat.
T-Pain carried.
I love Andy Samberg.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I like you ever see Hot Rod?
I love Hot Rod.
I liked Party.
I liked Party.
I liked Party.
I love Hot Rod.
That movie is maybe one of the best comedies of all time.
I agree.
Top 10 comedy.
But
maybe.
you still dislike The Lonely Island, even though they're all
I was
in
kidding. They're fine.
It? Oh, okay.
We all went through a Lonely Island phase. We all went through
That's
it.
true.
I'm a mother lover. You're a mother lover. We should fuck each other's mothers.
The grip that I jizzed in my pants had on the youth.
JT really carried the Lonely Island into their.
You just keep
their
saying
he ascended them into what they became.
You just keep.
You're telling me the Lonely Island would be who they were without Justin Timberlake?
Yes.
Dick in a box. You're telling me Lonely Island would have ascended into stardom and fame without Justin Timberlake, without T-Pain, without the likes
Yeah.
of those artists
Yeah.
with the real talent? Can you name all three members of the Lonely Island?
Andy Samberg.
Right.
One of them is.
This guy's a big Lonely Island fan.
And the other one.
There's two more.
I know there's two more.
There's two other guys.
I know.
I can't name them.
I want to say one's like Jorma or something like that.
You made that up.
No, I think that's
I
right.
know. She gave me the thumbs up.
Yeah.
You're right.
And the other one has a name that I always forget, and I feel bad for him. He's
Nobody knows.
forgotten. Have you
What do you
seen?
mean you feel bad for
have
him?
you
He's
seen
out of the
Popstar?
public eye, and he's probably still popping.
Have you seen Popstar? Never Stop Popping.
I
Never Stop Stopping or whatever.
I never watched that.
Really?
Is that Adam Sandler too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Lonely Island, man.
Mm. Yeah, but isn't the other guy? Well, isn't the other guy?
Did you?
There's another lead, isn't it? Who's
said,
the other lead?
Who said Adam Sandler?
I did. Who's the other
Oh.
lead?
It's him. Yeah, Jorma.
Oh, it's those two guys.
It's Lonely, and
I thought there was like a major lead who's even more famous than. Andy Samberg.
There's other people in it, but
Maybe I totally just...
Andy Samberg, yeah, Akiva, right?
You guys are just naming people who aren't famous.
No, they...
You know, Glorba's in it, too.
Dude.
We all know them. Yeah. Biff Whiff makes an appearance.
Don't you fucking talk shit about Biff Whiff.
Okay, my recommendation of the week is also a movie. So pipe down and sit in that seat.
Get this motherfucker a pop filter. Jesus.
Me and Megan watched The Holdovers. It's good. It's my recommendation of the week. Is The Holdovers.
Starring Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti of Big Fat Liar fame.
I love Big Fat Liar.
Maybe his best role, honestly, including The Holdovers.
I love.
Should have won an Oscar for Big Fat Liar.
He should have.
He was incredible in that movie.
So should have Cody Banks.
No. Frankie Muniz was never a great actor. He's a much better race car driver.
Dude.
Hot take.
Shitty take is what it is.
Well, I mean, he was in some classics.
Secret Agent Cody Banks.
Yeah, I
One
saw
and two.
I saw both.
Incredible.
Yeah, great movies. Not as good as Big Fat Liar.
I put it up there with Scorsese
really
films.
Okay.
I don't really understand movies.
I'm not like a big movie guy, really. Yeah, Holdovers was good. The premise, if you do not know yet, is it's these kids at a boys' school, sort of Dead Poet Society vibes. It literally is. And these kids, they're all at this rich private school, so they're all like well off and spoiled, and they're all pieces of shit. But during their winter break, some of them can't go home for whatever reason, whether their trip to the Bahamas gets canceled or their dad wants them to cut their hair, so they decided to stay there for the winter. Whatever it is, there's a group of boys who stays, and the teacher who is tasked with watching over these children, which every year it sounded like one teacher is tasked with watching the kids during the holdover period. And as a punishment, the teacher, being played by Paul Giamatti, is tasked with watching over these kids for the duration of their break. And, stuff happens. It's good. It's really good. It's sad, but it's also uplifting. But it's also depressing. But it's also just jubilating. Is that a word?
Jubilating?
I don't know. To jubilate?
To jubilate?
To feel That's not it. It makes you feel good.
Jubilation.
And bad. And everything in between.
I might watch it this weekend.
I loved it.
Emily's going dress shopping on Sunday, so maybe I'll treat myself and just watch it alone.
Just watch it. It's good. I really liked it. It pulls at the heartstrings, but yet makes your heart sore.
Same with Secret Agent Cody Banks. That's my new recommendation.
Yeah, but it is not better than Big Fat Liars, also with Paul Giamatti. The scene where he falls into the pool and then comes out blue?
Yeah, he's blue.
Give me a break. God. That is just cinema right there.
Peak filming.
Peak cinema.
All right, let's keep this fucker rolling.
Let's slap this thing in the ass and let's go.
Question. You got a question today.
I do have a question today. Question of the day. I'm trying to change the
modulate your.
Yeah, I'm trying to modulate.
Yeah.
Trying to modulate.
Trying to jubilate.
Trying to jubilate this thing.
I don't care what it
is. That what I was going for? Jubilee? Is that a thing?
Jubilee, yeah.
No, that's a grocery store chain.
You're thinking of Jollibee.
No, Jubilee's a thing too.
People are gonna the critics are gonna come after us for this episode, but this is probably top 5 for me.
Really?
I can already feel it stirring in my bones.
I think you're jumping the shark on this one.
Jumping. This guy says I'm jumping.
That's a callback to episode 3. If
he
you're
says
paying
I'm
attention.
jumping a shark for some reason. I don't know why you'd say that.
Okay. Question of the day. And this question came to me because it came to my realization that I feel like game shows aren't really a thing anymore. I feel like people aren't really into game shows like they used to be. I feel like they had their moment in time.
Have you talked
years
to an old
ago?
person?
Okay, yeah, but like with people of our age, people who actually matter, I feel like game shows just aren't popular anymore with the youth and with people who have opinions in the zeitgeist. And I would like to ask you, if you could go back in time and be on a game show, which one would you be on? And why? And would you win?
I can't do the prices right because I don't know shit. You know? I'm so out of touch. I'd be like, a gallon of milk is $50. You know, I'm really rich, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I could maybe do Wheel of Fortune.
Really?
Maybe.
How's that one work again? You just spin a wheel and then what happens?
You spin a wheel and then you have to come up with I'm pretty sure that's, and I don't watch game shows, but I'm pretty sure that's one where like a phrase will appear and you get letters and then you ultimately have to like guess what the phrase is.
Oh, that's that one.
But the one I know I would be the best at is Family Feud.
Ooh, well, that one's still pretty good though. People still watch that.
Yeah, that one's.
People
I
still
think
like
all of
Family
these
Feud.
are still going. Like Jeopardy is still going.
Yeah, but I feel like
Price is Right is still.
They're
going.
not all thriving.
And maybe not. You could say the same thing about a lot of cable, though.
That's true. Anything on cable.
But they used to have like they probably still do, but they used to have a Family Feud like app where you can just play.
Yeah.
And I crushed it. I'm really good at knowing what people will say.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start saying something, and I'll know what you're saying.
Well, the one that I always wanted to be on was.
Keep going.
What? No, I thought you were gonna guess what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Or like know what I was. I can't continue. I'm not gonna finish the sentence. It's a show that I feel like I really enjoyed watching when I was younger, and I always wanted to be on. And I can't read. Emily's holding something up, and I can't read it because she's across the room, and even I, with 20/20 vision, cannot read those words. You haven't said a single thing.
What do you mean?
You said I'm really good at knowing what people are.
I'm really good. Yeah.
Okay, so the show this is a show that I always wanted to be on. I always thought I could crush it, and I always thought I would bring home a bunch of money. Deal or No Deal.
I actually knew you were going to say
Deal
that.
or No Deal.
As soon as you said bring home a bunch of money, I knew.
I wanted to be on Deal or No Deal. You're gonna have to get closer, Emily. I can't read. I'm illiterate.
Just say whatever you need to say, Emily.
Oh.
What?
Marks and vs. Butts Family Feud. Oh, if we went on Family Feud. Who would win?
Me.
Why?
I am far smarter than you. I'm kidding. I don't know. I feel like we both stand a pretty good chance.
I'd win.
Oh, wait. My family versus yours?
Oh, no, your family would win.
My family would crush you.
Your family would crush my family.
Into a fine paste.
My family can't agree when to hang out, let alone, like, agree on an answer. No, and I... Look, I love my parents. But I just can't foresee them doing well in that circumstance. I can't see them doing well in a scenario where they're on Family Feud and they have to, like, guess a good answer. I can't see them being on the spot and doing that.
I would be good at it.
Now, if it was Megan's family, and I'm also in there, I feel like we've got a good shot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've got some brains on your side.
Yeah.
I mean, you would definitely be the weakest link, but I
For
feel
sure.
like...
For sure.
Oh, you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of my family?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely. 100%. Not even a shot.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'd want to be
You're
on
right.
Deal or No Deal. I just loved Deal or No Deal. Did you not love Deal or No Deal?
I remember when we were in like middle school and they did Deal or No Deal.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh,
At
I
the
don't know.
school.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
They had like those plastic pencil containers.
Oh, yeah,
and
you're
filled
right.
Those with money. Obviously, the stakes weren't as high. It was public school, and the teachers probably had to pay for it out of pocket. But
I just loved the whole idea of like the guy up in behind the glass. He's just a shadow. He's like obviously like a producer, or maybe just I don't even know. Was there even a guy up there? I don't know.
there probably
But
was a guy.
Just the phantom man watching over us, telling us if he accepts the deal or whatever the fuck. I don't remember.
No, the banker.
The banker.
The guy. He proposes.
Yeah.
A deal.
Oh, he tells you like,
and
if
then,
you take this amount of money, I'll buy that briefcase for this amount of money. You could take that, or you can open the briefcase.
Yeah.
And see what's in it, right? Something like that.
Kind of, not really.
Sure. Anyways, I'd crush that show. I don't even know the premise.
Doesn't understand how it works. I'd crush it.
Did you see that they have because I saw that they had Deal or No Deal Island now. Like they just remade it.
I did.
It's
see
coming out soon. I don't even think it's out yet.
I don't know what the island part means.
I don't get it. It looks like I've watched like a commercial from it, not by choice, just like watching stuff when you're on streaming and there's ads or whatever. And it'll come up like Deal or No Deal Island.
I pay for no ads.
Okay, well I don't. But I don't remember. Whatever, I saw it, and it's like it's so confusing. I don't understand what the premise is even going to be because there's still suit briefcases or whatever with dollar amounts. I'm assuming, but then they're also incorporating like challenges, like physical challenges, like it's like Survivor. So it's like Survivor meets Deal or No Deal, but it's like
sounds stupid.
Where do those two things meet?
Is it still Howie Mandel?
No, it's like someone else. It's like some big, handsome, muscular man.
Channing Tatum?
No, it's not Tatum. It's like it's one of those. Is it the guy who? I don't know. Some big handsome guy.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me on this one.
It's not me, is it?
Big and handsome. No, couldn't be you. But yeah, I don't know what the premise is going to be there, but I'm a little curious. Maybe I'll pop in and watch an episode. I think it might be on Hulu or something.
I always liked watching the prizes, like seeing the prizes that they offer, and like The Price is Right.
Yeah.
You know, they always reveal, and it's like a Hawaii vacation, a brand new car. I'm like, man, could be me. But I would never be good enough for that kind of thing.
You know what show I like but also hate?
What?
Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I think because I like guessing stuff or like feeling like I'm smart, but then the other people playing are just a bunch of smarty pants losers.
Yeah, I don't like them. I'm not very good at trivia.
I don't like them.
Unless it's like very specific categories.
Well, like I think typically in Jeopardy there are categories that are pretty specific.
Not typically, there are categories.
Typically when they play Jeopardy, there's categories and it's pretty specific, I think.
I meant categories specific to me, to my knowledge. Like if I walked in there cold, not knowing, it probably not in space anymore. I've lost a lot of my space knowledge. It just...
What else do you know? What do you know? Do you know?
I know ball. I know ball. I'll tell you that much.
Like, what category would you crush? Like, if you could choose the categories.
Male Sports Illustrated models from the 2010s. That one
you'd crush?
That one I'd nail.
Why?
I just know.
The male Sports Illustrated models?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I heard Sports Illustrated is shutting down.
The whole thing?
Yeah, I mean at least the magazine component. But what else did they do?
Yeah, I don't know. Do they have like news in there? What is it?
I don't know. I've never
looked at one.
I've only looked at the main front cover.
I've never actually opened one up.
When I go to the magazine rack.
I mean, they're probably just a website format or like a online format at this point.
That's right.
They don't, sell magazines like they used to. They're not popping off the shelves.
Magazines are dying.
Yeah.
It's probably good. It's just so much paper.
Yeah, like it's a waste.
Think about all the ink.
Nobody needs that. Or like you ever walk into like a Target and you just like as you're checking out, you look at the old like tabloid magazines and you're like, who even buys this?
I don't know
who would think I gotta find out what lies they're telling me this time.
I don't know how like paparazzi is still like a thing. How we allow that.
It's weird.
For people to just invade privacy for profit.
Also, like,
a little fucked up.
There's so many like images of celebrities out there now, just with social media and like being in the public eye. Like, I feel like you don't even need paparazzi. Like, do I even care? Like, look at this picture of Timothée Chalamet drinking a chai latte. Who gives a fuck?
Should we start a tabloid?
What? How would we do that?
What do you
Should
mean?
we become paparazzi?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was just hating on paparazzi a second ago. But
yeah, but I mean, it's probably lucrative.
We're gonna do it better.
Here, what celebrity would you want to get a photo of?
I would.
Who are you trying to get?
I would.
Who's your big fish that you're trying to reel in?
I would relentlessly follow Tom Hanks.
Relentlessly?
Relentlessly.
That seems so uninteresting.
Like I was an animal.
What does Tom Hanks even do these days?
Like I'm an animal who knows nothing but following Tom Hanks around. Like it's seared into me genetically. I'm a hound dog,
Oh,
and my scent is fixed on Tom Hanks.
okay.
I don't know. He was the only one I could think of that like wouldn't be a creepy thing to say.
What do you mean?
Uh,
What would be a creepy thing?
Pick any female celebrity, and it would be weird for me to be like.
I wasn't even thinking that.
But the whole premise is you're like you stalk them and take photos of them. It's pretty
that's
fucking
not
weird.
my big fish. I'm not trying to get pictures of people like that. I would like try to get like oh wow, Tom Hiddleston.
You just picked another Tom.
He went and got his colonoscopy. Incredible footage. Could you imagine?
That's worse.
I pose as a doctor.
Than what I was saying.
I put on a white coat. He comes in for his operation. We put him down, obviously, because, he's Tom Hiddleston.
What?
Well, he goes down for it, right? He's not staying awake for his colonoscopy.
We put him down.
You put him down.
Makes him sound like you're killing him.
But me, fake doctor, remember? I've got the white coat on.
Factor.
I snap a picture of him mid-colonoscopy. Could you imagine? People would pay big bucks for that.
It's pretty fucked up.
Why? You were going to follow Tom Hanks and, sear his essence into your body. I don't even know what that means.
You said that.
You
I was
said
just
that.
going to see what he does, day to day. All right, bizarre news. Hand me your phone.
Bizarre news.
I saw a video of this, and I literally could not believe it. Literally could not believe it.
Could not believe it. Literally.
So I'm going to start with just the headline, explain it a little bit, and then I'm going to talk about this crazy fucking video I saw.
Good. I think that's usually how we do news. I think we usually say the headline and then talk about it.
I'm being honest when I say this. Fuck you. Pastor of online church faces fraud charges for selling $3.2 million in worthless cryptocurrency.
Oh.
So basically, the whole shtick is that him and his wife defrauded their parishioners out of $1 million of currency through the sale of cryptocurrency that was worthless.
Oh.
And so they're engaged in
Christo. It's something like that, right?
No.
Crypt Christ.
No.
Crypto God.
Index coin.
Oh.
The couple allegedly sold the illiquid and practically worthless tokens from June 2022 to April 2023 through a cryptocurrency exchange they created called Kingdom Wealth Exchange. The sales supported the couple's lavish lifestyle.
Wow.
So I saw this video pop up on TikTok, and it was this pastor I'd never heard of, an online pastor that people follow for some reason.
Okay.
Basically
Trying
confronting
to seek salvation, but sure.
Confronting the charges against him, and I think this was a video he put out to his parish.
Oh.
And man, it is wild how delusional he and his wife are.
Mm-hmm.
It was just him on screen, but and it was like a Zoom call kind of, or like a recording where he's sitting, behind a camera, and so I couldn't tell if like his house was behind him or some like stock image of like a nice house was behind him.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's talking about these allegations, and he's like, these are true. We are. We are facing punishment and a trial for selling and stealing millions of dollars. And then he goes on to explain why they did what they did. And this was probably one of the most crazy perversions of religion that I've ever seen.
What did he say?
He claimed that God told him and his wife to start this cryptocurrency exchange.
Yeah, of course, as he does.
And he was talking about, and he's like, well, we're being accused of, making 1.3 million. And he's like, well, that's true. And then he goes on to say, he was like, about 500,000 of that went to taxes.
Yeah.
$300,000 went to a home renovation that God told us to do. And I was like, holy shit, this dude is just...
He's believing everything he says.
Exactly. And it's wild that he's completely taken advantage of so many people that probably lost thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars, to this fucking dickhole that's literally just using the money to like have a nicer house, go on more vacations.
That's wild.
And he's like, God told us we were gonna to sow from the fruits of our labor, and we really believed in this, and we saw this very steady income coming through, and we thought we are gonna continue to sow and sow and sow and tithe and sow and sow. I was like, Jesus. You're an awful, awful person.
I mean, you shouldn't call Jesus that. It's not his fault.
No.
that his people are so shitty. That's crazy. Anytime someone says, "Well, I talked to God and He told me to blah blah blah," fill in the blank. Yeah, no shot, brother. No shot.
I assure you that didn't happen.
Especially when it is for financial gain. That's crazy. You're out of your noodle.
I feel so bad for the people taken advantage of.
Yeah, I mean
why is it so happen so frequently? Is it are people afraid of
do you feel that bad for them?
I do feel bad. The same reason that I would feel bad for like if an older person fell for like an email scam. It's like you never want to see someone get taken advantage of. Certainly not financially when you can ruin someone's life.
Sure, but these people are like, well, if God told him to sell us the crypto, we better buy it. The big man upstairs said to buy it. Like, you got to use your head a little bit. These people just seem like they...
I need to use my head a little bit?
No, these people need to use their heads. Like, what are you talking about? They are also just as delusional as the pastor guy. It's like, you think this guy really talked to God and he told him to sell you crypto? That's your own fault if you lost your money to that scam. That's crazy. Do you feel bad for the people who give, wire money to the princess in Bolivia who sends them an email? Do you feel bad for those people?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Here's the nice thing about feeling for other people.
Yeah.
There's not like a cap,
Yeah.
It's not like I have a daily limit of what I'm allowed to feel pity for and feel bad for. And think of it this way. These are probably just, elderly folk that want to be committed to their
elderly,
church.
Though?
I mean, might be younger people, but most churches have, tend to have, older communities. I'm sure there's plenty of young people, but I mean, older people fall for wealth scams all the time.
Look, I have empathy and I feel it for lots of people, but for people who are just dumb, not really.
There is an element of dumb here.
There's a big element of dumb all around. The whole thing is dumb.
But I largely place the blame on this person using.
Yeah, obviously he's taking advantage of people.
They're using someone's faith. That's the main thing.
Right.
Is like, I need you to invest in this cryptocurrency.
But these people are so blinded by their belief system that they can't take a look at what's clearly in front of them and say, this is stupid and dumb. Sorry. Easy brain. There are many religious people who wouldn't be dumb enough to give all their money to some people.
There's plenty.
Yeah. So these people, don't feel bad. I'm sorry.
All right.
You're right. I apologize. So I'll have to make a second apology video after this.
You are up to the
apology podcast number 2.
10
sorry.
10 to 15. So genuine. Sorry.
I said a bad thing.
All right. That's all we have time for.
Oh.
I'm gonna sign us off.
Okay, you do it this time. No, you got. I like this. Go.
Bye, guys.